Chicago's great parks, but it's always been underutilized. It's been criticized for being kind of a ghost town. And we saw when Millennium Park was created that if you brand parks, you create some excitement, you put some marketing behind it, you can create a kind of a new urban identity. And now Maggie Daley Park is the second installment of that. Great success in Millennium Park. Now let's catch on that enthusiasm and have a second companion park. It's really a big deal for the city. I think the public is a little bit confused because they know Millennium Park's there, and it's of course one of Chicago's great tourist attractions. They're trying to square away with the fact that we're taking a number of small parks and renaming it after Maggie Daley. Of course, she's connected with a political figure, so people, I think, maybe think there's some intrigue behind it. But it really is a very simple concept to take these parks that are underappreciated now, that are part of Grant Park, and really put it into a consolidated park that is seen as a great destination. And I think that ice skating rink, that quarter-mile ice skating rink, is a great photo op. People see that, they associate that with the ice skating Millennium Park, and they think, wow, there's going to be a second thing to do. And that's what it takes nowadays to get people to parks. You know, something that they can really connect with, more so than just green space. We have 50, 60-story condo towers hovering that area. And that's made the area exciting because it's not only filled with tourists, but you have people living there coming by, you've got commuters. I think the criticism will come, and Mayor Rahm Emanuel feels this now, is this is a very affluent part of the city. Millennium Park serves a demographic that tends to be fairly well-heeled, tourists, people on expense accounts, and this Maggie Daley Park in particular is going to cater to kind of that higher-end crowd. That'll generate some criticism. Right now, though, I think we have to acknowledge that Chicago isn't seen as a great global destination the way Paris or London or even New York City is. We need things that people come to town that they say, this is a must-see, you have to go see X. And I'm not sure Maggie Daley Park's going to quite be in that category, but it's going to put us in a league where we have multiple parks that people want to come and check out.
I did a little bit of research about how much it costs. I just climbed the fence a little bit and took a peek over, and aside from that, very little.
Well, people really feel passionate that lakefront. I mean, this is an area called the Lakefront Protection Ordinance, intended to be preserved for public use. And you start to look at some of the structures the city's put up, even in Millennium Park with the great Frank Gehry bench shell. That's seen as an affront to people that want the lakefront to be protected. Maggie Daley Park runs that same risk. We're creating a park, but it's really kind of an amusement park type feel with different fun things to do. It's not intended to be a park in the sense that people go there to simply escape the pressures of urban life. And that's controversial to people because the lakefront land is really scarce, and some people are claiming you're building an amusement park or really need a sort of a peaceful environment to enjoy our shoreline.
I'm thrilled, yeah. You know, staying in Chicago for another summer. I think it's supposed to finish soon, right? Thrilling because, I mean, the one park is great, and this being so economical for the city, the taxpayer dollars, I feel like it's responsible like $16 million or something like that. That's what they spent on it. So it's very exciting. Picks and all kinds of great stuff like that. I think that Chicago needs a reason to keep its people here. That comes in the flowers that they plant every spring, and the parks and festivals and everything. I think they're very important. I saw the plan though, and it looks to be beautiful. Of course it'll have peace. Yeah.
Millennium Park, as much as it's been a success, was so far over budget that it really brought the city into a tough, added to its financial problems. And a lot of people are saying, look, we had a park there, now we have a deluxe park, and we spent a couple $2 billion to do it. There's a risk here with Maggie Daley Park as this goes on that the cost of this is going to add up at a time the city does not have the money. And we have a very difficult mayor's election coming up, and part of the criticism of the candidates is that downtown's getting all the attention. I think, in my view, downtown Chicago needs this sort of continual uplift to keep downtown the economic engine it is. But I can tell you, look at some of the parks around the city, and you can understand why neighborhoods are raising their eyebrows saying, what about us? When downtown seems to get it all in their view.
It's Ratnakar, and I work next door at Brook Corpus Shield. Generally, last 5 years, I was watching all the way from my window this park. This park was a lot of tennis courts was there. They've been stripped off right now. Might be good for kids, and hopefully neighborhood definitely enjoy with whoever they have the kids and all. with their families.
I think one of Chicago's big problems, and this adds to that, is everybody loves our downtown, and it's just a tremendous destination. But to go outside of the downtown to have areas that people see as great destinations, urban showcase type things, we struggle from that. Of course, we have the North Lakefront and Wrigley Field that draw people. But outside of that, we have vast swaths of the city that don't attract a lot of people. And that's quite different than, say, San Francisco, where you go around downtown, you have Fisherman's Wharf, you have the ferry terminal, you have the Golden Gate Bridge Park, where people are fanning out throughout the city. And we haven't been able to achieve that here. And Maggie Daley Park, you could argue, is in the wrong spot because it's right next to our most popular park. And had that been on the west side of the loop, maybe over by Greektown or over by the south, it might have had a bigger way to create a sense of downtown Chicago.
My name is Sigmund. I live in Chicago in Lincoln Square. Oh yeah, we come down to the park quite a bit, downtown. I enjoy it, yes. We've lived here in Chicago for about a year now. And it's been quite enjoyable. I really don't know anything about the park. I just know probably what I see. Namely, that there's a lot of construction going on, and there appears to be, at least, a large area that will be a children's playground.
You know, you look at how Grant Park developed over the years, and all these, both Millennium Park and Maggie Daley are part of this larger Grant Park. And that was kind of piecemeal together. It used to be railroad yards, they sort of created nice grass there, but there was never an attraction. We have Lakeshore Drive that cuts people off from the lake, so nobody I know here downtown grabs their lunch and goes to Grant Park to enjoy being by the lake, because you got this 8-lane highway in between. And so the idea now is to take Grant Park and to create these special areas in it that attract people with these amenities. We're seeing this park at Maggie Daley. There's a skateboard park going up near Roosevelt Road. We have different kinds of improvements around Buckingham Fountain to make it like a little fantasy land, so to speak. But the city's spending precious money doing this, and if they guess wrong and this park doesn't succeed, there's going to be a lot of neighborhoods that are going to point to this as a big mistake.
Brian, I live over at in Illinois. We just have been waiting for it to get finished. Really young. Yeah, between a couple of years old, we used to always go here, where it used to be in Daley Bicentennial Park. We used to skate here. We used to do a lot of stuff, and when it closed, we were excited. We were also kind of bummed out because we didn't have a local park. He also has a lot of friends, little kids his age, that hung out here. So we're really anxious to see. That's why we were trying to prop him up and get a kind of a sneak peek. I think it's nice to have just outdoor space where kids can get together and hang out. This has always been a nice park. It's kind of more open instead of like some of those little gated parks. So we're just it's a good place. So there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to do.